Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Divine Dojo. My name is Gabriela and I'm going to be doing your reading for the week of June 23rd through the 29th. First of all, I'd like to clear the energy, and then what I'm going to do is tell you what's going on in the planetary transitions and aspects that are going on this week, and then we'll get into the tarot. So let's get started. I am going to be doing 3 rings of the tuning fork to clear the energy and cleanse the space. So whenever you're ready, 1, 2, 3, take a deep breath in and release whenever you're ready. 2 more times, deep breath in and then release whenever you're ready. Last one, deep breath in and release whenever you're ready. I just love doing that because it cleanses the space and cleanses my energy too from all the previous readings and all of that type of stuff. So what's going on with the astrology and the aspects? So today, Monday, I'm doing the reading, and I'll be uploading late, so I don't know if you'll even get to see Monday's thing, but no big deal. Today we're still in that Sun square Neptune energy, you know, which brought on, well, we had more squares, but which brought on the events of the weekend. So, you know, we're still in that energetic field. And so what we want to do is not make decisions from an emotionally charged place. And we want to come into making decisions from like a balanced, grounded type of way. So, and since we are in Cancer season and we do have a new moon in Cancer, which will be affecting the water signs and a lot of the cardinal signs heavily, so more so than any other signs, let's just put it that way. Tomorrow, Tuesday, the sun is conjunct Jupiter, which basically means the sun is with Cancer, Jupiter is with Cancer exalted, so it's creating a cazimi. So super optimistic, expansive energy. Jupiter is asking us to step up in our lives and start creating, because we're running out of time in terms of that, like, planets direct. I think Mercury's going retrograde pretty soon here. So, I mean, but it's not a major, it is a major planet. Mercury goes direct all the time though. I mean, retrograde all the time. So, that's not a big deal. I think all of us at this point know how to deal with Mercury retrograde, but any of the other planets, you know, going retrograde is more of a bigger deal than anything. So Pluto has been retrograde, but that's okay. It's more of an outer planet and it's more of a collective issue than a personal issue. And Wednesday we have, like I said, that new moon in Cancer. Again, that expansive energy, the wanting to move forward and putting, you know, grit into the goals and dreams and aspirations and purpose, you know, and putting actual work into that is ideal for these, you know, June, July, August is definitely the time to put in the work for all of those things, because then we are going into eclipse season and then retrogrades and then eclipse season. So then on Thursday, so the new moon is a great time to plant seeds, especially dealing with Cancer in terms of like setting intentions for the home, your close relationships, who you consider family. It could be, you know, close and personal friends, setting intentions for those type of things. Your security, your values, setting intentions for that. And it also depends on what house you have Jupiter and Cancer in. Mine is in the 7th, dealing with relationships and other people. So it's going to vary for everyone, but basically overall it's in Cancer's house and it's exalted there, which is dealing with 4th house issues, which is, you know, the home, family, security, values, all of those type of things. What else? Thursday, Mercury enters Leo, which is great. I love this because our communication styles can be more direct, more bold, more confident, more heart-centered, heartfelt conversations and communications can be had, more authentic. But you know, the following day, that Leo in Mercury does oppose Pluto in Aquarius. So the opposition, meaning, you know, Leo is in Mercury and then Pluto is in Aquarius. So they're in opposite signs. They're the polar opposites of the zodiac. So those bold, confident, heartfelt conversations can turn into like revelations and maybe secrets being revealed, and which is a good thing. You know, it's a good thing for secrets to come out. It might cause havoc, but you know, it's better than not knowing, and the truth is always better. So those are the major transits that are happening this week. Let's get started in pulling a catalyst card to get the energies. This is so crazy. I think like and you saw me like while I was reading the transits or telling you about the transits, you saw me shuffling, you saw me moving the cards around, and this card has come in for, I don't know, like 3 signs already. Maybe this is the 4th, I can't remember, but the orphan. And I think this is a collective issue more so than a like a Pisces collective issue. I think all of us collectively are feeling like orphan children of like, what the fuck is going on in this world, whether or not you have been with family or not. You know, I think the world and society, or the rulers, you know, the rulers, and I call them rulers, they're not rulers or jack shit. It's just controllers of energetics who have mastered these controls of energetics and know what they're doing, who keep us, the population, you know, trapped in our own loop. But we're waking up to it, you know, and so we definitely feel like children that are orphaned by the world in a way, even though, you know, it's not the world, it's not the earth, it's the energetics of this parasitic energy that wants to siphon our energy and keep us in a low vibe and a low energy, to not follow our dreams, pursue our goals, fulfill our dreams, pursue our purpose, you know, and keep us like stuck in the old ways and old patterns. But as we see, that is slowly crumbling, and hopefully society will wake up to more of this and their own power, you know, each individual's own power and each individual's own sovereignty. So again, like I said, I don't think it's a Piscean collective energy. I think it's just like the collective energy, because that's come out this week a lot. Like, I think this is the 4th reading that it's come out in. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm not even going to delve into that deeper, because I think it's just an overall arcing feeling of society right now. So all right, Spirit, I welcome you in to give me guidance and clarity for my beautiful Piscean collective, for their best and highest good of all. 7 of Pentacles, upright, Taurus energy. Yeah, it's time to commit to our long-term view, our long-term goals, our long-term, and not give up. You know, we've done some work, but there's still more to go. And don't let this, you know, like I said, I was talking about the energies. Don't let this heartache, this feeling of being alone, or like not knowing what to do in this chaotic world, you know, get you down, for sure. I don't know if this is about love or not, but we're going to get deeper into it. I think it's an energetic, and like your sign, right, the Pisces, is a conglomeration of all of the signs put together. So it makes sense, especially with the chaos going on in the world, like that you would be feeling some heartbreak and grief, right? But there is clarity coming, and hopefully with that new moon in Cancer, you'll be able to get that clarity you need to be able to keep moving forward and keep putting in the work to your dreams, goals, and aspirations and fulfill your purpose, right? The last thing this parasitic energy wants is for us to fulfill our purpose and to be in our own power and sovereignty and to be happy. So, yeah. Try and keep this week at bay, this devil energy here. You know, devil energies can be addictions, codependencies, self-limiting beliefs, you know, either someone else has placed on you or that you have placed on yourself, right? Causing us to behave and make poor decisions or have destructive behavior or doing like some self-sabotage. That's what we definitely don't want to be in. We want to be more in this Virgo energy here of, you know, abundant, enjoying the fruits of our labor, you know, putting in that hard work to be able to reap the benefits and not have somebody else come in and like ruin our shit and take it away from us, right? Which can always happen, but maybe that is the fear, that whatever is going on in the outside world will be affecting, you know, this abundance, this joy, this happiness, you know, that you feel. But it's looking like if you stick to, if you're clear on your goals and you stick to not falling prey to this type of energy, that you'll be fine, because there is cause for celebration and victory. You know, everybody, he's on the horse, like, and everybody's kind of like looking and cheering. Yeah, and the Nine of Swords, this has come out quite a few times too, and it's like, it's kind of like the devil energy, right? It's fears, it's anxiety, it's sorry, I don't mean, I'm not picking my nose, I'm just so itchy lately. There's like a lot of pollen going around. It gets windy here. It's hot as fuck. There's mosquitoes. It's just, I'm still getting used to this fucking weather. I mean, it's a nightmare, but whatever, it is what it is. Anyhow, back to this. You know, you don't want to lose hope, for sure. You don't want to have this energy have you lose hope. I know a lot of people are just like, heard people saying like, oh, you know, humans or people are just, you know, causing havoc in this world. And is it really? Or is it this like vampiric energy that causes us to have this kind of energy or this way of looking at things, or like that the humans are the ones who are actually the parasitic entity on planet Earth, and that is just the furthest from the truth. Number one, you know, we are not, you and I are not destroying the planet. There's other entities that are, and using our name, humanity's name, to say that, you know, we're the cause, we're the problem, human beings are just this destructive thing, you know, and it's just furthest from the truth, is this energetic that keeps humanity. I forget what sign I was telling this to, maybe a couple of them, but the biggest atrocities and crimes of humanity are caused by the people who are actually following the rules versus the people who are not following the rules. Because if you think about it, just like, for example, of what happened over the weekend, and I think everybody knows at this point what happened over the weekend. So, you know, bombs were dropped and blah, 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 right? So who who is at fault here? The person giving the order. And I'm not blaming anybody who's in that type of position. It's just, this is to elevate our consciousness and really think about what we do on a day-to-day basis and the choices that we make. So let's say I'm in the Army or in the Navy or whatever, and my general is like, okay, shoot the missile, drop the bomb. And I'm like, okay, I'm just following orders, right? I'm following the rules. Just if 2020 didn't teach us anything at all, it's like, who really were the winners in that game, right? It was the people who didn't follow the rules, who didn't fall for the bullshit, who didn't, play by the rules that were trying to be imposed on the population, So who really are the criminals in that type of situation? And again, it's not to place blame on the person who is pushing the buttons, but there's a famous, not a famous, but that saying that goes, well, I'm just doing my job. And it's like, okay, well, maybe you need to rethink your job, and of why you signed up. It's that parasitic energy that gives us no option then to sign up for the Army or the Navy or whatever, and gives us purpose because they're, willing to pay for tuition or whatever the circumstance the person, that individual finds themselves in, that they feel that their only way to do something is to, join the Army, or to achieve something is to join the Army, because they don't have any other options, right? That person is just not tapped in to their creative, sovereign abilities. That's all. And again, there's not to say that there aren't patriots but it's this like mentality of like, I'm dropping bombs for peace, right? Well, it's just an oxymoron. But anyhow, I went on a tangent there. So what was my point here? Yeah, my point is that don't let this like parasitic energy, this devil energy, bring you down and have you be in your head. What is this about, Spirit? Life is beautiful. The world is beautiful. Nature is beautiful. There's so many beautiful things. And that's exactly what they want us to think of ourselves and each other, that we are just a parasite, that we humans are just, I saw something flip here. The humans are just no good, and that's just the furthest from the truth. Yeah, you need to get clear this week on what it is, because you have some fast action, ambitious energy coming either your way, or you need to implement this action for yourself. Yeah, again, the Chariot, it is reversed, and then the Page of Cups. So there might be like a new cup of love coming in, or something's coming in fast, whether you're offering your cup of love or somebody's bringing a cup of love to you. But you have to definitely have some discipline, some control, and confidence in whatever it is that you're trying to bring in. Yeah, and steering away from conflict. If somebody wants to like get you into like an argument this week, don't let them. Let that shit go, right? You don't want to like win at all costs. That's like what I was saying. It's like dropping bombs for peace. It's like, what the fuck? No one wins in that situation, let me tell you. What is this about, Spirit? Yeah, making a choice, it's about, you got the Three of Wands. It's about stop playing small, and stop giving your energy away and maybe being distracted by the social media, the news, the cycle that wants to keep us not following our dreams, not following our purpose, not pursuing our goals, not pursuing our creativity and our interests, Yeah, because there's, you know, there's opportunity coming your way. There's definitely the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, or one of the slowest moving knights. But, you know, with hard work, he's hardworking, with routine, with consistency. There will be options presented to you with the Seven of Cups that you will need to make a choice on. So, you know, you want to stay out of the energy of feeling overwhelmed because you don't know what to do. And like I said, there is a choice that's going to need to be made this week on something. It looks like maybe job related as well, because you have the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. I mean, I think you need to stay consistent, stay in a good mindset, because some sort of information is going to be coming in, and it's going to be coming in fast, possibly in that new moon energy. And you need to stay out of this Five of Cups energies and start forgetting about like the spilled cups and start looking at the possibilities and opportunities that are right in front of you, if you would only turn around, right? Yeah, and finding peace with, you know, whatever has happened and move on from it. Because you have the Sun. Yeah, this is good. Use this energy wisely this week. Use your energy wisely, and don't get sucked up into the void of negativity and low vibes, bad behavior, self-sabotage, bad decisions, you know. Definitely stay out of that this week, because this is like positivity, fun, pleasure, joy, inner child, like having a good time, you know, playful energy. I like it. I like it. I like it like. What else you got? Oh. Yeah. This new moon, definitely co-create with spirit. I don't know if you can see it or not. Anyways, co-create with spirit. The energy is there. You just have to stay out of the mental realm too much and stay in like a consistent high vibe type of energy. And I don't mean like, oh, high vibes all the time. No, shit, you know, shit's gonna happen obviously during the week, and you know, moods will change and blah blah blah, but like trying to stay not distracted and in a good energy to co-create with spirit, to, you know, move towards whatever it is that you're working to achieve, and do not be deterred by some energy. Yeah. Chop wood, right? Do the essential, get on a routine, be consistent in your energy and in your work, and you know, the community, be in community, and you will, everything will be cool this week. I like this energy for you, Pisces. Yeah, stay out of this like feeling like an orphan spirit. You're not alone in this. We're all in this bullshit together. What else? Let's final messages for Pisces spirit. I said spices. Yeah. Shit's gonna be going on. Chaos is gonna be happening. The news, the social media, all that shit is gonna be going off the rails, right? And it always does. And just bear witness to it. Don't be consumed by it. Just know what's happening, but like, just witness it. Take a macro look versus be involved in a microwave. Microwave? Yeah, maybe in a microwave. We're all kind of in a microwave, but that's a whole nother different rabbit hole that I don't want to get into. Yeah, be the witness and just kind of like stay in your lane, chop wood, co-create with spirit, you know, do your due diligence, get in a routine, be consistent, and just witness all the chaos and don't be part of the chaos, you know? I never noticed. So she has the face and her 2 eyes, but then there's an additional eye. And, you know, the Pisces is the high priestess in the tarot. She did not come out, but definitely tap into your intuition. Because the world right now is super chaotic, super confusing, and wants to drag you down and into the chaos. So definitely tap into your third eye, your intuition, your higher wisdom, your higher self, and you're going to be okay to navigate this week. But remember, definitely set those new moon intentions, and you'll be good. What final messages do you have for Pisces Spirit? Yeah, and if you need, you know, ask help from others, you know, like if you're feeling like you're emotionally spiraling or anything like that, ask for help, get some counseling, reach out. Do not like try and go at it alone, right? You have support, you have community. Reach out to them. What else? Thank you. You're ready. Yeah, you're ready. Just don't get distracted by the outside. Go within, stay within, and focus on what you need to focus on. Last one. Yes, you're ready, and definitely, like I said, ask for help if you need it. You are fully supported. I love that she has the sun and the moon, right? And it's kind of reminds me of similar, well, in this one it doesn't have it, but in the Two of Pentacles, in the Light Seers, is kind of the similar vibe of the sun and the moon. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's that same energy, you know, the father and mother being in balance, right? The sun being the father, the mother being the moon, the earth, or the feminine and masculine energy, right? I want to see if I can find this really quick because it's kind of the similar vibe. Where is it? Sorry, Pisces. Here it is. What did I do with the other one? Ay. Oh, here it is. Wait, what? Here it is. Yes, right? And it's kind of like the similar vibe. So definitely, you know, some choices and stuff, but, you know, be in balance, be consistent, have some consistency, do the work, collaborate, community, you know, you have the spirit of collaboration here for sure. And you had it somewhere else, I forgot, but in the community card. But definitely, if you're like starting to feel low and down, reach out to people. Do not like hold that in this week. You know, there's a great opportunity. Jupiter, you know, the 24th tomorrow, it's supposed to be like, you know, a lot of like Instagram and TikTok astrologers call it like the luckiest day of the year, right? Which it can be, but only if you've been doing the work and and stay consistent and, you know, have a routine with everything. So yes, you can. All right, I'm going to pull a angel number card and then call it a day. 1441. It says unique skills. Yeah, tap into your unique skills. This is a time for intense self-development. Focus on refining your craft. You already have everything you need to succeed, but what did I say? Consistency. I kept saying consistency. Consistent practice will make you a true master. Use this time to align with your purpose and level up in your career or business. It's time to prioritize growth and achievement. And that's what this new moon in Cancer is helping us do. It's asking us to level up this week and really tap into this higher energy, higher frequency, that like bear witness not only to the world but also to yourself, and like what you can achieve, like when you are consistent and you have a routine and you put the work into your dreams, goals, and aspirations and into your purpose. You can achieve it. You just need to not be distracted by the chaos going on in the world and social media and all that shit, right? So tap into your third eye, your high priestess energy, and stay focused on your goals and dreams and vision and creation, and co-create with spirit, because spirit's got you. It's got your back, and your community has got your back as well. So this is the energy for this week. I hope you have a beautiful week, Pisces. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.